We're starting to get those funny vibes again from JJ Watt on the Pat McAfee show, and I'm going to bring in the full audio for you. It's about 4 minutes long, where, of course, Pat McAfee is baiting JJ Watt into talking about the Detroit Lions and trying to get him to spill the beans on whether or not he's had a conversation with the Detroit Lions about joining the team or not, and what it would look like for JJ Watt to be a Detroit Lion. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, they put him in a Detroit Lions jersey. I would rather have seen them put him in a black jersey, but hey, any jersey would do at this point in time. So some funny conversation that we're about to listen to, and some real conversation that we're going to listen to, because JJ Watt had quite a few things to say about Detroit, including the fact that he loves Detroit. He loves playing in Detroit. He loves playing in Ford Field. He also had mentioned how much he respects Dan Campbell and how the Detroit Lions team is just a wagon. I don't know what that means. I've never heard that term before, but it must be good. I'm going to have to look it up later on today and figure out what it means. But JJ Watt, let's listen to him right now on the Pat McAfee show. Just how deep is this going to go? Because it was about a year ago this time that we were talking about the same thing with JJ Watt, but this could have a different meaning. Here we go.
Now let's talk about Detroit. That's not the same old.
No.
That's actually the brand new Lions. And you know what they need, Jage?
A lot of, what do they need, Pat?
They need a premier pass rusher.
Yeah.
Don't they?
You need a bad Jay.
Maybe a big white one, too.
Big
white one.
His numbers in the 90s, maybe?
Yeah, a big white pass rusher.
Plays great at Ford Field all the time.
Yeah, because then there would
Love
be...
Ford Field. Love playing at Ford Field. Big fan. Big fan of playing at Ford Field.
How about the unis? I know you're a big uni guy. Oh.
Okay, so I found that interesting that he loves playing at Ford Field. I'm not sure as to why, but I'm going to have to go look up his stats and figure out, anytime he came to Ford Field, did he have a great day? Or is there something else going on here that he's just saying that he loves playing there? I don't know. We'll keep it rolling.
Oh, that's a good uni.
Wow.
And right here is where they showed JJ Watt in the Detroit Lions uniform.
Oh my God! What do we have a contemplated?
I look cool. I look good.
Yeah, you do look cool. You do look.
Might wear the all blacks in the playoffs.
Oh, the Motor City muscle. Yeah, what do we think?
I love Detroit, man. I love Detroit. Detroit's a great city. I love what Dan Campbell's doing. I love the 16 times too large podium they got going on up there. I love it all, man. Yeah. Great.
Okay, now that was just great commentary right there. The 16 times too large a podium that they have for Dan Campbell. That's funny stuff. But you heard JJ Watt, man. He loves Detroit. He loves playing in Detroit. He loves everything about Dan Campbell. And look, if this isn't a match made in heaven, I don't know what is. I really don't, man. This is a match made on the gridiron, is I guess what we should call it. And I'm loving it. Is it going to happen? Probably highly doubtful. But at least let's listen because it gets a little bit better.
They got a good run. It really, really sucks that Aiden went down, man. He's literally playing at the top of the top. Literally defensive player of the year conversation, no doubt, leading every category. It sucks, man. It really sucks, especially an injury like that. Pretty unbelievable. He finished the sack with a snapped leg. Just a pure badass move. If you're going to break your leg, what a badass way to do it, getting a sack.
That's because Aiden is a badass. And shout out to JJ Watt for recognizing the inhuman, superhuman move by Aiden Hutchinson to finish through that sack after knowing that something had snapped. And if you guys haven't heard it by now, the snap of the leg was heard all the way up in Dan Miller's booth. That's a pretty far distance. So, or I think it was Dan Miller's booth. It was heard all the way up like in the suites of the stadium. So I'll find that audio and share with you guys a little bit later, but we'll keep on listening.
They're still in great position. Obviously, you're never in as good a position when you use a guy like that, but Dan Campbell's building something special up there. They're an absolute wagon, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them against the Brian Flores defense because they're putting up points at an incredible rate, and Flores is great, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Flores is throwing heat this year. I'm excited to see what he does to try to get the Detroit Lions offense off their game. And obviously, Aiden Hutchinson, we're big fans of. Big fans of Hutch. The human, the player, absolute bummer. But what are they saying up there in Detroit? They're saying maybe Jage, right? Aren't they saying that?
A lot of people are asking for you, JJ Watt, and I saw your tweet. You said, I love waking up and playing with my kid and drinking my coffee, and I get it, but this isn't about you, okay? This is about the city of Detroit. This is about what was once the worst franchise in the history of all sports, and we're finally back, and we lost our hometown hero, and guess what? There's a new hero. You saw what Kyle Van Noy's doing straight from the couch, okay? And I know you can do that. Detroit needs you, JJ. You could be a hero. We could have a statue of JJ Watt in Detroit. All you got to do is join the Detroit Lions.
Welcome to Detroit City.
You make a lot of good points. You make a lot of
Coffee.
good points.
MCDC loves coffee.
Yeah, douche.
What's his order again? He takes
2 black eyes.
So right there, when you go and watch this, I was going to share the video, but I know it would be an issue for Pat McAfee and ESPN if I shared the video, so I didn't. But go watch it, because you can tell that the wheels are spinning for JJ Watt right here. The wheels are absolutely spinning when he said, you made a lot of great points, and he really did. I mean, he absolutely did. We'll finish it out here, about a minute to go.
Man, 2 espressos in each, about Trenta, 30, 40 ounces.
30 seconds.
Douche, right to the face, man.
So coffee, check. Okay, you said you like that. I assume MCDC's okay with Koa just walking around the facility?
He can do whatever he wants.
Okay, so all these things you put out in your tweet, I think we could kind of.
Oh, it's a great team. It's a great setup. I mean, there's no I don't bullshit you. You definitely sit there and think about things. You think about all sorts of things, and I mean, it's a great situation up there. Check a lot of boxes. They have a lot of great things going on up there.
So there you have it. The Detroit Lions check a lot of boxes. There's a great situation brewing up there. He loves everything about Dan Campbell. He loves playing at Ford Field. JJ, what else is there, buddy? What, am I missing something here? There's a roster spot open. There's a bunch of cash in Allen Park. You're healthy. You've been practicing. You've been staying in shape just for this moment that you were promising to the Texans. Now, I didn't hear one time in this entire interview where you said that you were only going to come back for the Texans. Now, last year, you said that. This year you did. Even though this spring you said that you were practicing and training, and we did that video the other day where all of that is, was being done for the Texans. So again, here's what I'm gonna ask you guys to do. Pump this on social media. Pump it. If you think that JJ Watt can come up here and rescue the Detroit Lions, if you firmly believe the Detroit Lions need another powerhouse defensive end to take over for Aiden Hutchinson, there is only one man that I know that could be anywhere as unique and as good as Aiden Hutchinson that isn't going to cost us $25 million. And that's JJ Watt. I get it. He's 35 years old. He's been out of football for 2 years. Or this will be his second season. He finished with 17 and a half sacks in 2022. 17 and a half sacks in his last year at 33 years old. You don't think that he can't come in and get 8? I think that he can. I think that he can average a sack a game, no problem. I mean, teams are going to have to respect him, are they not? So pump this on social media, because the more it gets out there, the more JJ Watt sees it, the more apt he is to maybe have his agent pick up the phone. Now, that's one thing he didn't say. He didn't say that they didn't talk. He just doesn't talk. His agent does all the talking for him. But he never said his agent didn't talk to the Detroit Lions, or that nobody called his agent. So keep that in the back of your mind too. Anyway, I wanted to share this today. I just thought it was a perfect way to kind of get through a Wednesday, catching JJ Watt on the show, and the fact that they're talking about the Lions, and of course Pat McAfee doing Pat McAfee things, is lining this whole thing up for the Lions today, and trying to really drive this guy home, man. Trying to get us an opportunity for JJ Watt to become a Detroit Lion. So look, I'm excited if it happens. I'm excited if it doesn't happen. I think the Lions are going to be just fine. I think that Brad Holmes is going to figure it out, and whatever he does, it's going to work. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to beating the snot out of the Vikings on Sunday. That's right. I ain't worried. I am not worried. It may be more of an offensive game, and that's okay. We've got the best offense in the league. Put it on JG's shoulders. We've done it before. We'll do it again, and we'll do it on Sunday. But I'd love to be able to do it with JJ Watt in a couple weeks. So that's it for this episode of Rockhound Detroit Lions. Appreciate y'all. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. We would really appreciate the opportunity to earn your subscription. Roll with us for the rest of the season. We're booming right now. We're having a lot of success, tons of views. You guys are really doing a great job, and we can't thank you enough. We've got a mini helmet to give away. We hit 6,000, and as soon as we hit 6,500, we're going to give another one away. So being just an audience member, being a subscriber of Rockhound Detroit Lions, you get a shot at a free autographed mini helmet from Panay Sewell or Chris Spielman every 500 subscribers. And please do us another favor. Visit the Rockhound Cancer Foundation Buy Me a Coffee page, where we have more things up for raffle. All raffle tickets for the next 72 hours are only $3. We're talking JMO jerseys. We're talking Aiden Hutchinson, extremely rare and limited blackout jackets. and the female version of the same thing. We have mini helmets. We have Eric Hipple seat rests from Pontiac Silverdome. There's all sorts of things up there. Support a great cause. Support these cancer warriors, and help us help others, brewing one cup of hope at a time. Appreciate y'all. Take care. Go in pride. Go Detroit Lions. We'll see you in the next one.